Alright, in this video I'm going to show you guys a comparison between three Flash figures based on the Justice League movie from Warner Brothers. And the one on the left is the SH Figuarts, the one in the middle is the Mezco, and the one on the right is the Mafex. So here are three of them, and let me turn them into, let me stand them like straight. Alright, and here's a good front view of all three Flashes, and body proportion wise, I like the SHF, which is this one, the most. The Mafex one is okay. My least favorite would be the center one, which is the Mezco one. That one has the weirdest looking body proportion out of all three of them. And let's take a look at the head sculpts. Alright, let's focus in on the front two first. The one on the left, of course, SHF. Let's focus in on that head sculpt a little bit. And I don't really see the actor likeness in there. And that one is the Mezco. I don't see the likeness in that one either. This one, nor did this one. This one looks like a mannequin. How pale his skin looks. Let's see, there's the Mezco again. There's the SHF. I think personally, I like the SHF. This one the most. And then the head sculpt, this one second. This one's my least favorite because the skin tone is just so pale. Alright, as far as the shade of red, I know it's not, my camera's not properly balanced, so it's kind of hard to see anyways to begin with. But let's see, this one, SHF, is a little brighter. I believe the red is a little brighter. These two are very similar in color, but the Mafex one, it's a little shinier. The Mezco one is just a dull red. So these two are very similar in color. This one's a little brighter and it's shiny, dull. So yeah. But as far as the design's concerned, let's see here. Flash symbol all looks the same. The cross hatching, these two are more pronounced, and this one, the SHF, is a little hidden away. It's just the lines weren't painted properly, I think. Just not all painted nicely. And then let's see, the crotch piece, actually this has texturing on it. This has texturing, this has texturing, while this one does not. Look at that. There's no texturing. Same with the thigh armor. This one, yeah, a little more, a little less, and this one, yeah. So that's, and then as far as the legs, the lower legs, they're very similar, but still a little difference. There are subtle differences between all three here. And here's a look at the back side of all three. There are rivets on this one, very pronounced. They did paint it silver. This one, there are a few. Some are painted, some are not. Some seems like it's been rubbed off or something. And then this one does not have any painted either. So yeah. As far as paint job, I think the SHF is lacking a little bit. As far as the color matching to the actual suit, honestly, I am not sure. I need to watch the movie again to find out. I think in the film there is a little bit of glossiness to the suit, which is not evident on this figure right here. The Mezco one does not have any shine whatsoever. So honestly, I think this one might be the closest to the film, the actual film version of the suit. Minus the rivets and all that stuff. I mean, just color-wise, this is the best, I think. but I think accuracy, this might be the best, and this one is just no. Now, as far as accessories concerned, SHF only comes with a few extra hands, and that's it. This one comes with hands and a head sculpt. This one also comes with hands and head sculpt. It's actually a human head sculpt, not a flash head sculpt. This one is the only one that comes with a human head sculpt, and I think the likeness is really good, but he is very, very pale on this on the paint job here. But this is the Mafex is the only one with a human head sculpt. Alright, so let's check out articulation for all three. So let's start off with SHF here. So I'm just going to simply do a running pose, since Flash is supposed to run, right? So let's see if I could get him in a nice running pose here. This figure. I don't pose this guy that much, so actually this needs to go forward, so let's go something like this. So here I got this Flash to do a running pose successfully. Very dynamic running pose. And then with the Mezco here, let's see if he could achieve the same thing here. It's very limited as far as how much he could do. Yeah, not as dynamic as the other one. Definitely not as dynamic as the other one. And now let's take a look at the Mafex. Wait, no, it's supposed to be like that. Right. His pose is just as good. Just as good as the SHF. And looks like his head movement is a little more, or is it a little less? Let's see here. These two in comparison, I think they are very similar as far as head movement. I'm only comparing the SHF with the Mafex now. SHF, Mafex, because the Mezco is very, very limited as far as range of motion is concerned. So he is already out. Then let's see, leg wise, yeah, good. And this one is just as good as far as how high up. Now torso here is a little on the loose side here. Torso is somewhat loose, and SHF is very tight. It's very tight, good, but it lacks a little bit of range here. Front, there's nothing. While this one, oh, he has lowering legs too. Okay, this one has, yeah, way more range of motion. The Mafex has way more range of motion for the torso. The arms are a little on the loose side as well. This one is very tight. The SHF is very tight. Yeah. So as far as tightness, SHF is definitely the best as far as joint tightness is concerned. The Mafex is somewhat on the loose side. The legs are nice though. I like it because these are tight. But seems like the shoulders and the torso is a little loose, and the head a little loose as well. But if he's just standing around, they all gonna look great, except for the Mezco. I think the Mezco is just my least favorite of them all right now, out of all three of these. Yeah, but they all look pretty good actually. And This one's a little big. The head sculpt's a little big. But is it more proportional? Human head sculpts are usually pretty big on the body. Because these, I'm just so used to seeing them because they feel a little more animated. So their heads are a little smaller. And this one looks a little bigger. But I think the Mezco might be more accurate. As far as body proportion, I'm not sure. Just the head's a little big here. So, I mean, I'm just rambling right now. So out of all three, I think my favorite would have to be SHF. And then second favorite would be Mafex. And third will be Mezco. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, which one you would prefer, because they all look very similar in height as well too. The SHF is a little shorter than the rest of them. Let's just do a comparison back to back, and yeah, that you could tell is a little shorter. Now if I go back to back on this, they are almost identical as far as the height's concerned. Yeah, so if you have your Justice League and if you have your Justice League team, depending on which ones you have already, or if you build them all with SHF, then you're gonna keep this one. Of course, you're gonna want to have this version of Justice League with this Flash. But if you're building Mezco, I guess, or if you're building Mafex, you could interchange between these two. It seems like you could interchange between these two as far as figure is concerned. But keep in mind that the Mezco one, it's a little beefier on all the figures. So if you have a beefier Flash with other skinny characters, then it might not fit that well together. So just keep an eye on that. But if you have beefy Mezco figures for all of them, then this will fit in perfectly. So there you have it. Let me know which one you guys prefer, or which team of Justice League you guys are building. And thanks for watching.